I'm Jared Betts. I'm currently an artist in residence at the Cove Artist Foundation in Newfoundland, and I am from Moncton, New Brunswick generally, when I'm not traveling around to different artist residencies. So when I start my paintings, I usually start with one color, and it's almost like a architect drafting. So I'm laying out the groundwork and start really loose and gestural and drippy, and then as I continue, sometimes it just stays drippy and messy, and that's the way that I really like to work. I'm very influenced by the abstract expressionism movement, which was in the 50s and 60s, when there was a huge kind of rejecting of ideals and norms and trying to make something that was completely abstract. I used to work with animation and illustration, but then a professor of mine encouraged me to break free of all of the figurative elements, and that was really a groundbreaking time to learn about artists like Cy Twombly and Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko, and then using their ideas that they had about what painting was all about, that helped kind of shape my ideas. And then I'm of course influenced by many other things, the 80s being one of them, the colors and just that booming of tie-dye and different colors. Actually, I'm wearing one now. There's a huge kind of revival of 80s retro wave and glitch art and sun hazy Polaroid photos and things like that. And I find all of that very influential and interesting. And so I also put my own twist into the paintings. I'm very inspired by like fantasy movies, especially from the 80s, and I find Under the Sea to be very inspiring for me. I just watched My Octopus Teacher, which was pretty incredible, on Netflix. And yeah, I'm very inspired by shrimp and mantis, and also the shrimp mantis, which can see several different colors and spectrums that we can't see as humans. Their eyes kind of operate like a satellite does, which is really incredible, I find. So those are really inspiring to me. And yeah, so right now I'm at the Cove Artist Residency. Generally there's about 8 to 12 different international artists that come from all over the place, a lot from Argentina, and the James Baird Gallery is the one that hosts them, and it's so amazing to be invited to be here. I'm currently working on a new painting collaboration with Catherine Burns, who is also here. So because of the pandemic that's going on all around the globe, it's really only artists from Atlantic Canada that are able to be here. So generally I'm just doing residencies on my own. So it's so incredible to be here with Catherine, who I went to NASCAD with over 10 years ago. So it's just, yeah, we're really inspiring each other and trying this collaboration, and it's really cool. And yeah, so I guess for the future, what I hope to do is when I'm able to travel again, I'll be going to Taipei for another artist residency. I'll be there for at least 3 months, but perhaps longer. I feel like after the residency, I might rent an apartment downtown and really just explore Noodles and the neon light city. And I'm so inspired by everything Asia. They've just got so many cool, beautiful, inspiring things that I find Western culture doesn't necessarily have. Even Eastern medicine I find really interesting. I've been getting a lot of acupuncture lately, and it seems to be doing some nice things. It's just so relaxing to even just have that time to lay there and get tons of needles put into you. Kind of makes you almost feel like Pinhead from Hellraiser, but in a gentle way. Yes. So yeah, for the future, I want to keep doing more artist residencies. I find having that time to really focus completely on my art is just a dream, and it's been amazing to be able to do this. Yeah, I'm also very inspired by a time when I was in the jungle in Costa Rica. I was inspired by this little praying mantis friend. It was so wild living in the jungle. It's a bit different than the icy, wild, stormy weather that's going on here, but I love being able to be by the sea. But yeah, the mantis is such an incredible creature. I kind of love how the female bites the head off of the male after mating. I find that very inspiring. We have a lot to learn from nature. And yeah, I also really love mermaids and swamp nymphs and just everything fantasy, fairies. I feel being by the forests and by the ocean to be extremely inspiring, and I translate through that through emotions. So with my abstract paintings, I'm showing something that's not necessarily something you can pinpoint, so it's out of reality, and it doesn't always make a lot of sense, and that's what I love. It's almost like being a scientist and working with different colors and color fields and which colors react well with each other, and the fact that abstract is about not making a whole lot of sense, that actually makes a whole lot of sense to me because I'm very inspired by Alice in Wonderland. In closing, I just wanted to thank you for letting me share my story with you, and thank you Studio 21 for this opportunity to make this video, and to James Baird Gallery for hosting me at the Cove Residency. If you want to see more of my work, you can see it through Studio 21, and also please feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's @JaredBetts. It will be in the description box below. Thank you.